Hi guys, Vivian's here, postcard from Cebu. I love you, baby.
Are Americans still welcome in the Philippines? I mean, giving all that President Duterte has been saying and the rhetoric that's been coming out of the Philippines, I guess a couple of things to consider. One is the media loves this stuff, okay? And President Duterte is going to give them all the fodder that they can handle. I mean, he's talks straight. He says what's on his mind, and the media loves that because they'll have all kinds of sound bites and quotes that they can put in their news articles. And be honest with you, the media hypes it. My personal opinion is that there is no independent media anymore. They're all on one side or the other. Classic example is the U.S. presidential race that's going on right now. Duterte was elected because he was tough on crime and corruption. And Filipinos want a safe country, less crime, and they want to end corruption, especially at the local levels where it's very blatant. Filipinos like American, and they like the U.S., and they like Americans. And as a matter of fact, there was a poll conducted on Tuesday, the 18th of October. The vast majority of Filipinos trust the USA more than they trust China. And this was in light of the news that Duterte had made his trip to China. And I don't blame him for doing that because China does have a lot of money and they can invest in the Philippines. And I think people take what, especially in the media, take what Duterte says and imply other things with it. When he says he wants to separate from America, well, they're implying separation like a marriage separation. But I think what Duterte is saying is he wants to be a little more independent in doing business with other countries. And I don't think he has a problem. I personally don't have a problem with him doing that. I think it's a good idea. The more investment he can bring to the Philippines and better the lives of the average Filipino, I think that's a good thing. So one of the things that came up in a little bit of research that I did before is that Duterte wants to end the mindset of dependency and submissiveness or subservience. And I don't have a problem with that. It goes back to William Howard Taft. Before he became president, he was the governor of the Philippines. It was 1901 or something like that. And he used the phrase, actually in a benevolent way, little brown brother. And that phrase gets thrown around a lot in the Philippines. We don't want to be the little brown brother. And I don't, I think it's in that sense, it's a racist comment. I don't think what Taft was saying was particularly racist. I think it was a little more benevolent. But nonetheless, the Filipinos want to stand on their own. They're a proud people. They don't want to be considered little brown brothers. And even though I absolutely love my wife's skin, I tell her all the time that I love her brown skin. But that's an image that they want to get away from, and I don't blame them for wanting to do that. I don't think they're going to cut ties with the U.S. We have treaties. We're a very big supporter of the Philippines. From a political standpoint, our government supports the Philippines. We have political alliances with them. We have military alliances with them. I don't see those things going away, but I see Duterte wanting to build a bridge to China and be able to get investment and money and goods flowing in to the Philippines and negotiate a deal to get fishing rights back at Scarborough Shoal, which belonged to the Philippines anyway, in my opinion. So I don't think there's a problem with that. And I don't see it impacting the future relationship between Filipinos and Americans. I really don't. If anything, I would caution President Duterte keep his pulse, his fingers on the pulse of the people, because I hear a lot of rumblings from Filipinos that they do not like this idea. They trust China a lot less, and they don't like the idea of abandoning America. So he should, he'll lose popularity very quickly if he decides to go that route. But I don't think that's what he's doing. And obviously he can clarify that better than I can. So, and I'm not here to interfere in Philippine politics. That's up for the Filipinos to decide. But for my subscribers and viewers who are considering making a move there or going to visit, I don't think any of that's going to change. There was some talk from President Duterte about maybe requiring a visa to enter the country. But as far as I know, nothing's happened on that front yet. But that may be, so you have to apply for a visa. They have to apply for a visa to visit the West as well. So fair is fair. Anyway, guys, I'd love to hear from those of you living in the Philippines, and my Filipino viewers or expats living in the Philippines. Let me know what your thoughts are. We'd love to better understand what's going on in the current political environment in the Philippines. I don't think we'll ever understand the political environment in the U.S. So let's keep that out of the discussion. But knowing what's going on, especially the pulse of the Filipino people, what I've heard is that they don't like Duterte trying to move away from the U.S. So let us know what you're hearing on the ground, what your own thoughts are on that subject. Also, up there is that subscribe button. Please click the subscribe button and join us. We'd love to have you with us. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.